we need to talk about a brutal truth. The 2026 World Cup hasn't even started, and your brain has already been physically looted. If you are constantly typing "why do live sports feel slow and boring" or "why do I get brain fog before watching a game" into Google, you are not alone. Our biology is currently under siege. You might think it's just fatigue or that the match isn't exciting enough. It's not the players, and it's not your passion. The Western capitalist matrix has brainwashed us into scrolling through 60-second jump-cut highlights right before kickoff. In doing so, we've unknowingly triggered a neural refractory period that makes real-time reality feel like a glitch. If you ignore this mechanical hardware failure, everything else is a waste of time. But tonight, I'm sharing the hidden physics the Western capitalist matrix deliberately missed. We execute a $0 Chinese secret explained by physics to reboot your neural baseline, fix this hardware glitch, and stop the dopamine depletion crash. Listen carefully, because this is the exact mechanical reason why you hit a neural flatline right at kickoff. It's not your fault, it's a fluid drainage designed by the algorithm. When we frantically scroll through short-form highlight reels right before the match, we think we are warming up for the game. In physics, the platform has mechanically turned us into lab rats pulling a slot machine lever. When your eye muscles are mechanically locked onto a screen, processing high-frequency jump cuts and intense blue light, it forces your ciliary muscles into continuous mechanical micro-spasms. Wait. This isn't about eye health. This is about dopamine sabotage. When your ciliary muscles spasm from those jump cuts, they send a direct signal to your brain to dump its entire 90-minute dopamine reserve into a 15-second reel. You're effectively spending your entire night's joy before the game even starts. So, when the real, natural pace of the live broadcast begins, your neurons are physically fried, unable to sustain your baseline neural firing rate. They have entered a strict mechanical refractory period. This is exactly why you feel empty after a dopamine rush, and why the actual game feels like slow motion. You haven't lost your passion for football. The chemical fluid used to process neural reward latency has been completely drained by the system. It is time we stop letting these greedy platforms drain our neurotransmitters. In our Chinese physical philosophy, we don't treat the mind and body as separate software. We treat them as a unified hydraulic system. If the visual sensor is jammed, the chemical flow stops. It's not magic, it's fluid dynamics. We never allow an external machine to hijack our physical sensors. True neural reward latency requires physical blank space. Execute the physical focal reset. This is not a tip, it is a hard-coded command for your ciliary muscles. In 20 seconds, I will give you the exact parameters. No blue light blocking scams, no focus supplements, no expensive biohacking gadgets. If you're looking for a shopping link, leave now. I only deal in laws of physics that you cannot monetize. The Western capitalist matrix needs you sick and dependent to maintain their cash flow. I only need you to wake up. Exactly 1 hour before kickoff, absolute screen blackout. Walk to a window or step outside. You must manually rip your line of sight away from the 50-centimeter radiation zone. Force your lens to lock onto a natural object 60 feet away. When you lock onto that distant object, do not blink. Force the lens to hold the mechanical stress of infinity focus for exactly 30 seconds. This is the brute force reboot. You are not just looking at a view. You are using brute force physics to physically sever the algorithm's deadlock on your eye muscles. The exact millisecond your ciliary muscles mechanically relax, the micro-spasms stop. Your dopamine baseline smoothly stabilizes, mechanically reloading pure neural reward latency back into your nervous system. System rebooted. $0 spent. The physical verdict is set. Your pregame brain fog is a mechanical hardware glitch engineered by the algorithm. The 60-foot visual disconnect is your only $0 firewall. I have officially initiated the 2026 World Cup Debug Series. Over the next few weeks of global madness, I will be reverse engineering the physical tolls this event takes on your biology. If you've missed any of our daily system upgrades, hit the playlist in the top right corner. True physical dominance doesn't require a premium subscription, it only requires you to delete a bad habit. If you are ready to exit the wellness matrix, stay. If you prefer the comfort of expensive lies, this channel is not for you. 0 pills. 0 bills. Just physics. Show up or don't. You decide.